it's time for feed, so it's time to wake Anna up. This is a routine feeding type program, so you can't be worried about waking a sleeping baby. She will be expecting a feed because it's been 3 hours, and she'll be more than happy to have a lovely feed from her mum. And she's had a lovely 2 hours sleep, so this is how I wake them up. Hello. Oh, I know, it's not very nice to start with. Yes, that's a classic stretch, which she's doing already, which reminds me so much of all my other babies. And I'll just bring her over to here. Oh, she's had a bit of a spew, which is very normal. She's gagging a bit. As you get to know me and my babies, you'll learn that all of them have had reflux, and so even from this early age Anna is gagging a little bit, and it's a bit of a challenge at times, but I've done it many times before, and we get through it in the end. There you go. Good girl. Yes, it's okay. Yes. Alright. So I'll just grab some pillows so I can get set up for feeding. Make sure I've got some good back support. Now, if you're a first time mum and you're worried about the way I'm holding baby, please don't worry, she's perfectly fine. They're a lot tougher than we think. And I'm just going to lay that down there. And her eyes are still closed, she's still not fully awake. She might even still have a little burp left in there, but I'm just going to latch her on and see that she's actually ready to go. And there she goes. So she's not even a full 48 hours old, but because of the routine, she knows that when I unwrap her out of her bed, she's going to get fed. So every day that I do this routine, that will be reinforced, and it will become easier and easier to keep her on the routine. And it's amazing how smart they are, even at this very, very young age. And you know, there's going to be times where she doesn't feed perfectly or sleep perfectly. But the most important thing is to keep the 3-hour cycle going and keep each day as consistent as possible. So we're going to feed for the next half an hour minimum to 40 minutes is probably optimum, 20 minutes on each side. I don't like to have her too much because, as I said, she might get too much reflux and be struggling to get it all down. I didn't say, she was 3.6 kilos or 8-pound one. So she's a lovely size and nice and healthy. But because she's going to get fed every 3 hours, she Doesn't need to be on the boob for an hour at a time. So we'll let her have her feed and we'll come back. Okay, I've just fed Anna for about 15 minutes and she's still a bit sleepy. So, but she was chomping the whole time. She's only just starting to open her eyes now. And so in between feeding on both sides, I like to burp, and that helps wake them up as well. And yeah, so she is alive and she's awake now, so that's really good. But a couple of things I wanted to mention, you know, while I was breastfeeding there, I could feel my uterus contracting. That's the after birth pains, so that's a really good sign. And she was getting a bit sleepy on the breast, so this is one tactic to wake her up in between sides, you know, just play with her a little bit, burp her a bit. It's winter at the moment where we live, so I am trying to keep her warm, but at the same time I don't want her too rugged up, because if she's so warm and cozy she's just going to go straight back to sleep, being so new and so wanting to feed. I would like to show you how to latch baby on, but I'm a bit shy, so I'm not going to do that. But I do put their lower arm goes right down below underneath my breast. Then this hand here needs to come out of the way, and they learn, see she's on now, they learn not to play around at feed time, and that feed time is feed time, and that's all. Other tactics is just stroking the body to keep them awake, stroking her head, her cheek even. So she's making quite a bit of a sucking sound there, I don't know if it can be heard. Just play with her ear, and then, you know, if it's warm, then I often undo the buttons on her suit and pull her leg out and play with her toes, and that keeps them awake and keeps them working on feeding and ensures that they get in a good feed.